Ann Coulter is one of the worst human beings on the planet. She made basically apologetics for Palestinian children being killed by Israeli rockets. It was absolutely disgusting, and she's just one of the worst human beings to ever exist. Maybe that's a little bit of a stretch, actually. I should just say one of the worst people right now. So, as you guys know, die-hard, insane Trump supporter. Funny enough, there's actually a clip of her on Real Bill Maher, Bill Maher's show, and Real Time Bill Maher, sorry, Real Bill Maher, and she actually said that Trump would win, and everyone laughed at her, including the crowd, and it's crazy to think that he actually ended up winning. But anyways, so she even wrote a book, I think, called In Trump We Trust, sorry. So she was on Bill Maher's show, and as you guys know, the government shutdown just ended. There was a temporary end to this government shutdown so the workers can finally be paid. And the real reason this ended up happening was because people who were not being paid, government workers who were not being paid, were threatening to stop working. So it wasn't Pelosi, wasn't anybody else. It was really the workers who threatened to not show up for work. That's really what it was. So this is interesting because she obviously went off on him. I'm going to read you guys what it says in this Washington Post article. It says, conservative pundit Ann Coulter had high hopes for President Trump, anointing him an emperor god and writing the book In Trump We Trust to celebrate his White House bid. Central to the appeal for Coulter were the candidate's hardline views on immigration, including a wall on the U.S. border with Mexico. A lot can change in just over 2 years. Quote, he promised something for 18 months, and he lied about it. Coulter told HBO host Bill Maher on Friday, not long after Trump signed a stopgap measure to temporarily reopen the government without including any money for the wall, once again subverting the central campaign promise. Earlier in the segment, Maher questioned Coulter on her initial support for the president. You voted for him, Donald Trump, and now you're finding out he's a lying con man. What was your first clue? Coulter shot back, okay, I'm a very stupid girl. Fine. Very weird way to put it, by the way. Okay, I'm a very stupid girl. I don't know. Is that what like older women call themselves, girls? I don't know. Anyways, let's not get into that. So, I believe Ann Coulter has previously said a while ago that she would be in favor of, like, she didn't support Trump if he doesn't get the wall. So basically, she's a one-issue voter, which is the wall, the wall, the wall, the wall, the wall, the wall. And she's a representation of Donald Trump's base, which is the wall, the wall, the wall. And I think Tommy Lahren also went off on Donald Trump for doing that. So he made a really big attempt to appeal to his base, and it did not work because he had to cave in and he had to take the L. And remember, it's only a temporary government shutdown. It's not even a permanent shutdown. So, or not shutdown, sorry, a temporary, spending bill. So we'll have to see what ends up happening in terms of what they're actually going to pass. But, she seems to feel backstabbed, and she seems to feel like, I was kind of duped. And I don't really know, there's not too much to say about this, but to really laugh at Ann Coulter, and it's especially fun to laugh at Ann Coulter because of how bad of a person she is. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. It feels good to laugh at Ann Coulter because of how shitty of a human being she is.